Welcome back to the Hershie Pepper channel. Ever wonder why a financial crisis occurs and how it affects you? Every so often, the world's economy goes through a rough patch. We're currently experiencing such a phase. But what's the catalyst this time? Auto loan defaults. In simple terms, an auto loan default occurs when a borrower fails to make the stipulated car payments on time. Now you may wonder, how can something as commonplace as missing a car payment lead to a financial crisis? The answer lies in the sheer volume. Picture this, millions of people across the country are struggling to make payments on their overpriced cars. These aren't isolated incidents, but a systemic issue, and that's where the problem starts. The situation is further complicated by rising interest rates. When we talk about interest rates, we're referring to the cost of borrowing money. In a perfect world, these rates would remain low and manageable. However, we don't live in a perfect world. As these rates climb, so does the cost of borrowing, and consequently, the cost of owning a car. So what happens when these car owners can't keep up with their payments? They default on their auto loans. And when a large number of people default on their loans, financial institutions take a hit. These institutions then have to find ways to recover their losses, often resulting in tightened credit conditions and increased lending rates. This in turn affects the broader economy. You see, the economy is like a giant interconnected web. If one thread weakens or breaks, it can cause the entire structure to wobble or even collapse. That's exactly what we're seeing with the current financial crisis. The auto loan defaults are that weakened thread causing ripple effects throughout the economy. The impact of this crisis isn't limited to the financial world, though. It trickles down to the average person who's just trying to get by. It affects their ability to make ends meet, their plans for the future, their overall quality of life. As you can see, the current financial crisis has a significant impact on everyday life, especially when it comes to auto loans. Stick around as we delve deeper into the world of auto loan defaults in the next scene. But what exactly is an auto loan default, and why is it such a big deal? Well, let's imagine you've purchased a shiny new car, financed through an auto loan. This loan is a contractual agreement between you and the lender, where they provide the funds for your car, and you agree to pay it back with interest over a set period. However, life happens. Maybe you lose your job, or perhaps unexpected medical bills crop up. Suddenly, making those monthly payments becomes a struggle, and you start missing them. This is where we get into the territory of an auto loan default. Defaulting on an auto loan means you've failed to make your agreed-upon payments for a certain duration, typically around 60 to 90 days. The exact time frame can vary depending on your loan agreement. It's important to note that a default is not an overnight occurrence. It's the end result of a series of missed payments. So what happens when you default? Well, the lender has the right to take back or repossess your car. This might sound harsh, but remember, the car serves as collateral for the loan. If you can't pay, the lender needs to recoup their losses somehow. And here's where the ripple effects start. When lenders repossess a large number of cars, they usually sell them off quickly, often at auction, to recover their funds. This influx of cars into the market can drive down overall vehicle prices, which in turn can impact the automotive industry. Additionally, lenders who experience many defaults may tighten their lending standards, making it harder for people to get loans in the future. This can slow down economic activity, as fewer people are able to buy cars, homes, or other big-ticket items. Moreover, defaults can damage your credit score, making it more difficult and expensive for you to borrow in the future. This can lead to a cycle of debt that's hard to escape from. Therefore, an auto loan default is not just a problem for the borrower, but also a contributing factor to the wider financial crisis. Now imagine what happens when these auto loan defaults start to pile up. Just like a line of dominoes, one piece falling can set off a chain reaction that quickly topples the rest. This is the domino effect of auto loan defaults. Every defaulted loan is a domino, and when they fall, the impact can be felt across the entire economy. Let's break it down. First, the individual borrower feels the sting. Unable to keep up with payments, their car is repossessed and their credit score takes a hit. This makes it harder for them to secure loans in the future, limiting their financial freedom. Next, the car dealership is left with a vehicle they can't sell for its full value. Dealerships rely on selling repossessed cars to recover their losses, but a used car will never fetch the same price as a new one. This loss in revenue can lead to job cuts at the dealership, and in severe cases, even business closures. Then, the financial institutions that issued the loans are affected. They lose the income they were expecting from the loan repayments and have to write off the loan as a loss. This can lead to decreased profitability and, in turn, lower stock prices. Finally, the impact is felt by the average consumer. As financial institutions look to recoup their losses, they may increase interest rates or tighten lending standards. This makes it harder for people to secure loans, and those who do end up paying more in interest. But it doesn't stop there. The ripple effect of these defaults can also impact the wider economy. With less spending power, consumers buy fewer goods and services, leading to slower economic growth. And in the worst-case scenario, a high number of defaults could even trigger a financial crisis. The domino effect of auto loan defaults shows just how interconnected our financial system is and how a problem in one area can quickly spread to others. So the next time you hear about auto loan defaults, remember, it's not just a problem for those who can't pay, it's a problem for us all. But what does this all mean for you, the average person trying to navigate through these challenging times? Take a moment to think about this. You're probably familiar with the feeling of your heart skipping a beat when the bills arrive, especially that auto loan payment that seems to be growing bigger every month. That's not a figment of your imagination, but a harsh reality of our current financial crisis. You see, when auto loan defaults rise, it's not just a problem for the financial institutions, it's a problem for you, me, and everyone else who's struggling to make ends meet. Why? Because as more and more people default on their loans, lenders need to recoup their losses. And how do they do that? By hiking up the interest rates. So you end up paying more for your car loan every month, even though your salary hasn't increased a dime. It's like running on a treadmill that keeps getting faster while you're already out of breath. And the impact doesn't stop at your wallet. It reaches far beyond to your credit score. Normally, a good credit score is like a golden ticket. It can open doors to better loan terms, lower interest rates, and more financial opportunities. But if you're struggling to keep up with your car payments and end up defaulting, your credit score takes a hit. This can turn that golden ticket into a lump of coal. It could mean higher interest rates on future loans or even denial of credit. It's like a vicious cycle that keeps spinning, pulling you deeper into financial instability. But here's the thing. While the situation may seem bleak, it's not hopeless. The first step in navigating these turbulent financial waters is understanding the situation. Recognize the impact of the financial crisis and auto loan defaults on your personal finances. In the face of such challenges, it's crucial to understand the situation and make informed decisions. Because remember, knowledge is power, and with power comes the ability to change your circumstances. So, how can one navigate through this financial crisis and mitigate the impact of auto loan defaults? The first order of business is to take a hard look at your budget. Separate your needs from your wants and prioritize the former. This may mean cutting back on some luxuries and redirecting those funds towards your auto loan payments. Next, consider refinancing your auto loan. If your credit score has improved since you took out the loan, or if interest rates have dropped, you may qualify for a lower interest rate. This could potentially lower your monthly payments, making them more manageable. Now let's talk about your credit score. It's crucial to maintain a good credit score, especially during a financial crisis. Your credit score is a significant factor in determining the interest rates you qualify for. So make sure you're making all your payments on time, not just your auto loan payments. If you're struggling to make ends meet, you might want to consider seeking assistance. There are numerous nonprofit organizations that offer free financial counseling. They can help you come up with a plan to manage your debt and stay afloat during the crisis. Another strategy is to explore alternate income streams. This could mean picking up a side gig, selling unneeded items, or turning a hobby into a business. Every little bit helps when you're trying to stay financially stable. Lastly, remember to stay informed. Keep an eye on the economy, interest rates, and any changes in the auto loan market. Knowledge is power, and staying updated can help you make informed decisions about your finances. It's important to remember that while a financial crisis can be intimidating, it's not insurmountable. With a bit of planning, discipline, and resilience, you can navigate the stormy seas of a financial crisis. With the right knowledge and strategies, you can navigate through this financial crisis and come out stronger on the other side. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did creating it. Before you go, I want to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude for your support. Creating content for you is my passion, and your likes, comments, and shares mean the world to me. They motivate me to keep delivering the content you love. So if you found this video helpful, entertaining, or inspiring, please consider doing these 3 simple but incredibly meaningful things. Subscribe, hit that red subscribe button below, and join our incredible community. Subscribing is your passport to never miss out on the latest updates and exciting content from this channel. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It not only lets me know that you liked it, but also helps others discover this content. Share. If you think this video could help someone you know, don't hesitate to share it with your friends, family, or on your social media. Sharing is caring, and it helps our community grow. Your support makes it possible for me to continue creating and improving the quality of content here. I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you who's part of this journey. Remember, you are the heart and soul of this channel, and together we can make it even better. Thanks for being awesome.